Hey, good day, good day, good day. It's Ronco Johnson, your lifestyle-focused wealth coach. Thank you for joining us. This is When the Lights Go Out. Are you ready? And today we're going to be talking about the game-changing gratitude. How gratitude could be a game changer for you and your family and how people look at things. And I want to dive into it. But first, let me ask you a question before we get started. Did you know that practicing daily gratitude can increase your happiness by up to 25%? You know, this is a study that we're going to dive into just a little bit, and you're going to find out that people who actually track their gratitude progress and journal it, they exercise more, they feel better about their lives, they're more optimistic about their future. And today we're just going to dive into it, and we're going to talk about gratitude, the game changer on the inside. So stick around to the end, and hopefully we give you some information that might just help you change your life and someone else's. So stick around. We're going to see you on the inside. Hey, everybody, it's Ronco Johnson keeping you company this afternoon. Thank you for joining us. This is When the Lights Go Out. Are you ready? It's Lifestyle Focus Friday, and man, we got some stuff to talk about today. Today, this segment, we're going to break down the gratitude. Yes, it's my birthday week. Yesterday was my birthday, and guess what? I have a lot on my mind that I just want to share with you, and gratitude is one of them. You know, no matter what it's all about, if you have someone reaching out to you saying happy birthday, I'm thinking about you, I care for you, it makes you stop and think. It makes you stop and think, am I doing my absolute best to show my appreciation and gratitude to you? Well, hey, I'm your host, Ronco Johnson, keeping you company this afternoon. And the one thing I want to get off my chest from the very beginning is how much I really appreciate all the love, all the support, the years of family and friends, and all of you new subscribers and all your future ones. God bless you and thank you for all that matters. Because, hey, listen, we all want to feel good every once in a while. You guys are family. I feel like you're family. Sometimes we just go through our lives, and you got to forgive me. We don't think about the little things, but it's the little things that really matter. So we're going to be talking about the little things today. Gratitude. Why is it a game changer? So as I open up the statement, did you know that gratitude can increase your happiness by 25%? And if that's the case, how many of you guys want to be happy? And I'm starting off the show a little bit different, so go ahead and put that in the chat. Go ahead and put that in the chat right now. Happy. 25% more happy? Man, all my haters out there couldn't stand that. So maybe it's okay that we got some people to mess up with. So according to this study, and this study was by the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology, and it talks about gratitude and how people who keep these weekly journals, they exercise more, they feel much better about their specific lives and where they are. They're more optimistic about their future and much, much more. Think about that for a second. If you could feel more optimistic about your day, have you ever been around a pessimistic person? Well, suppose you were 25% better today, 25% more happy today. You had 25% more juice in your cell phone, or you had 25% more juice in that human machine called you. How much happier would your surroundings be? How much more production would you get? Holy mackerel. I don't think we're really understanding making other people feel appreciated and have gratitude for them increases their vibration, which in turn increases my vibration. We're going to have this conversation today because I want to make sure that we enlighten somebody and make sure that, we share this information because this is information we're not talking about. Yes, we're keeping the spot hot today because this is the game changer. We're talking about gratitude. And this segment, we're going to break down gratitude shifts and why it matters. Because when we look about how to explore gratitude, it rewires your brain. And we're wanting to rewire your brain for positivity, resilience. Because God knows we all need it. All the craziness that's on television. You turn on the news and there's nothing but negative news. You got to fight your way through your daily situation. People losing jobs, families breaking up. Oh my gosh, you're talking about resilience. We do need a mind shift. Because some people out there are working so hard to show us how much they don't appreciate us. As a people, as a race, as a gender, I can keep going on and on and on and on and on and on. So listen, we just want to make sure that we have this conversation because we're going to discuss how appreciation impacts your emotional intelligence as well. It also impacts your decision making at a higher level. If all of this is true, I think we can all use a dose of that. Wouldn't you agree? If you agree with what I'm saying, give me a thumbs up right now. And I'm going to share with you some personal stories of how expressing thanks has changed my energy and my interaction with people. And I think that's important because I can see the shift in myself. And if I wouldn't do it myself, I don't need to tell you about it, right? Ever just get dressed up, ladies, get makeup and get all dressed up, and gentlemen, put on your flyest suit, maybe go get your hair done, your nails done. You're feeling amazing. You washed your car and you step out. You're feeling charged. You know you're good looking. You know you're handsome. You know you're cute. You want to be seen. But you also know when you walk in that room, there's going to be a shift. It's an atmosphere shift beyond measure. Yes, you're the most thought-provoking person that walks in the room at that moment. That's because your energy level's high. Can you imagine that feeling that we have right now being 25% more? Holy mackerel. Y'all are not ready. The level of confidence that you're going to have just by giving gratitude to other people makes you 25% better, 25% healthier, and 25% more optimistic about your life, your future, your legacy. See, this is lifestyle-focused wealth. This is not all about money. Wealth is also, we talk about the things that wealth really is. The impact of wealth is, I want to feel good. I want to be around to create memories. I want to be able to create legacies. I want people around me to benefit just from the level of, the level of significance that you provide to the lives of the people around you. You just don't know who you're impacting. But also, we're going to talk about daily gratitude and how daily gratitude can also be a practice that you need to put in your space. Because if you could do this every day, if you could compare gratitude to your financial habits and you were to compound them both, well, we all know in the financial world, compounded interest is the secret sauce to everything. That's when interest, on top of interest that you normally pay taxes on, continues to accumulate. Well, if you had gratitude on top of gratitude on top of gratitude, how amazing would you make someone feel? Y'all, I'm on the topic today, and you can already see I'm already on one, and I hadn't even started the show. But then third, we're going to talk about the ripple effect and how others may respond. You know, you may have some naysayers out there. So we're going to talk about that. And then turning gratitude into action. Man, listen, it's time to start turning these things into action. Anything that we're talking about, it's time to start taking action steps. So stick around for the end because we're going to have a gratitude check-in quiz. We're going to give a quiz and a reflection. And we're going to ask you a couple questions and start thinking about yourself. And then give you an opportunity to tag in, make comments, and put it in our chat, and then share it with some friends. Well, I want to thank you first for being here. As usual, welcome to Lifestyle Focus Wealth. And, you know, I just want to say hello first. Thank you. Thank you. As I open the show with today, I wanted to say that because we all have to show gratitude to one another because there's somewhere else that you could be right now. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you for allowing me to be a piece of your day, a piece of your family's legacy. Thank you so much for the birthday wishes. I just can't say more, but let me go ahead and get into the details for the folks that are brand new. You know what we need to do, y'all. Y'all, I need you to put takeaways in the comments and in the chats. If you already heard something that you think is a takeaway, do me a favor, put it in the chat. Put it in the comments, okay? Because we want to know what is it that is interesting to you? What's resonating with you? And is this touching a tender spot? Is this making you think about things a little bit differently? Because that's really what this is all about. We want to help you reset and reshape your mind because we need you to be 25% better. Your family needs you to be 25% better. And you know what? Now that I think about it, I want to be around people who are 25% better. Just 25%, not even 1%, right? I just want to be around people who are better. So if I can do that, I can stimulate a lot of positive behavior. So do me a favor. I want you to do a couple things. Thank you for watching. Thank you for locking in. But I really need you to do a few things. It's important to us that your information and your input to our show, it really matters. So do me a favor. The cost of admission is very simple. Hit the subscribe button down below. Go ahead and hit the like button. Give us a thumbs up. And then all I'm asking you to do is share it with your family and friends and be a part of this wonderful, wonderful movement called Lifestyle Focus Wealth. And join us every Friday right here at 1 o'clock so we can talk to you and engage with you about the things that millionaires and billionaires do and why life can be a little bit more simple when we focus on simpler things. And then we incorporate a financial attitude with it and some gratitude, right? So we want you to do that. We want you to be around. We want you to stick around till the end. And then don't forget to go to the descriptions at the end of this podcast and sign up. And sign up for our bi-weekly newsletters and emails. They're great. They have travel, they have recipes, and much, much more. It's absolutely free to you just for being part of our show. Okay? And I'm also going to ask for you an opportunity to join our Lifestyle Focus Wealth community. Man, this is where you want to be. Why? It's only $16 a month. It's $16 a month when you pay your annual subscription. All you have to do is go to lifestylefocuswealth.com, or you can go to my thing, roncojohnson.com. Sign up, be a part of it. All we need is in the room. You're in the room. And if you're already in the room, you need to bring a friend to be in the room because we need to give information that can help them increase their revenue, increase their lifestyle, increase their vibration by 25%. Who doesn't want to do that? Who doesn't want to do that? I tell you now, sign me up. And if you want to send me an email about it, do so. You can send me an email at info@roncojohnson.com. I'll respond back. I will respond back. I promise you. I'm just so full I'm so full today because the last 18 days, and yesterday was my actual birthday, but as you guys know, I celebrate my birthday for 30 days in September. And by the time I got to the 17th, I was dog tired, y'all. I was dog tired. But why was I tired? Not because I was out partying in clubs and throwing up money in the air and being reckless. That's not why I was tired. I think I got tired because I was emotionally drawn to how many people took a moment out of their day to say happy birthday. And when I stopped to think about that, I felt obligated to respond personally, not with an emoji, not with a personal response. For those that I'm close to, for those that I've known for decades, for those that are just now coming aboard, for those who are clients, how much I really, truly appreciate you and how much I care. And I wanted to make sure the whole world knew it. That's why I typed it back on your Facebook, on your LinkedIn, on your Twitter. And I still got more to go. So if you haven't received it yet, I promise it's coming. It's a long list, but I'm going to write every single one of you. Every single one of you. That's my commitment. But why? Because you're worth it. You're truly worth it. That's where the value is. Because if I'm saying something that can help you move the needle and it's building some level of significance in your life, I just need you to know how significant you are to mine. Well, let's get this thing started. Let's go back to the beginning. Let's go back. Let's talk about gratitude and why it matters. Because gratitude rewires our brain. We have more positive thinking, more resilience. We're willing to do more. This discussion, we're talking about how appreciation impacts your emotional intelligence and your decision making. You got to stop and think about that. There's a lot of toxic people in the world today. And those toxic people thrive in making you have emotional imbalance. And that imbalance forces you to make decisions that are not favorable to you. If you understand where I'm coming from, put it in the comments. Put it in the comments. Because at this day and age, we have to really, really start focusing. Because if we're not emotionally stable and we start making decisions that aren't favorable, there's a possibility that could impact our financial behavior too. And when our financial behavior starts to dwindle, we stop investing. We stop participating. We start selling off shares and selling off real estate, and we're not thinking about the value of holding. We haven't thought about strategy. Am I investing? Or am I trading? Those are different. So I promise you that I was going to share a personal story about how expressing these thoughts has changed my energy and my interactions. In 2013, everyone knows this is common knowledge. There's articles about it and all the stuff. I had a lights out moment before. And prior to 2013, it was all about me. I must admit, it was about the money. It was about what I could do, who I could be around. Until a circumstance took all of that away in an instant. And in that instant, you're not able to breathe. When the possibility of no return is upon you, what do you think about? See, I do a talk called 5 Minutes. And in that 5-minute discussion, I remember the doctor telling me, hey, we got 5 minutes before we shut your body down. Completely shutting your heart off, and hopefully we reset it and it works. But in the meantime, do you have a will? Do you have a family member that we can call? You got 3 minutes. You know what goes through your mind at that point? All the things that you hadn't said, all the things that you haven't done, all the things that you haven't prepared for. Did you get your life insurance premiums paid? Is your health insurance paid? If I make it through this, I got to pay this medical bill. All these things are coming through your head. And at the time, my daughter was 8 years old. I don't mind sharing it with you because hopefully it touches somebody out there. The impact of thinking, is somebody else going to have to raise my daughter? I'm not going to be around for her when she gets to an age where she starts to explore and may need the wisdom of her father. Who's going to take care of the kingdom that I'm hoping to set up for her? Well, see, I need you to know something right now. From personal experience, what you're hoping to do is only in your head. No one else has the key to your brain. No one else has the key to what you're experiencing. No one else has the key to your understanding and your why. So here it is. When the lights go out, the clock runs out of time. Are you ready for that? It gets no deeper than the statement above my head. Are you ready? Have you done the planning? Have you told the people that you really love that you love them? Or have you been spending time trying to get the attention of people who don't really care about you at all? Have you been giving all your time in exchange for money at a job just over broke? Once you start to figure out that your life's energy is being spent in a negative depository, given the opportunity to be significant in the world, again, I've chosen that I'd rather pour into other people, helping them get where they want to go, while spending more time with my daughter. Now she's 22 years old, God willing. And every birthday, I have to think about how close I was to not being able to experience her growth and to talk to you. And given the opportunity, every Friday I'm here. Every Monday morning, we talk to our group of advisors trying to get to a different level, trying to increase their businesses to 6 figures. And then during our course of the week, we're talking to clients, helping them build their portfolios, helping them talk about their branding, helping them to overcome the way that they're thinking about their finances, and giving them financial intelligence so they can use all these systems and leverage all these systems that are available to them in their everyday lives. For me, This is not a job. These are all actions of personal gratitude. Huh. If I'm touching you today, put that in the chat. Come on. Give me something in the comments. If you're listening and this is making sense to you, put it in the chat. Because your energy is important. Your energy is important. So number 2, let's talk about gratitude. Again, I want to talk about it as a daily wealth practice. Gratitude as a daily wealth practice. See, when you compare your gratitude levels to your financial habits, and I talked about just a moment ago, compounding over time. Interest on top of interest. As if we're being the life insurance, annuities, and all these different things. Hey, it said it. It's working. You can look at the markets today. If you don't own shares of companies, if you don't own real estate, you're missing out on one of the most fabulous opportunities in history. There is a tremendous shift in the world. AI is a part of it. It's here. It's not coming. It's already left the dock. And if you don't know how to operate in a world with AI, you better figure it out fast. Because the jobs that you have, it's not about replacing you, but it is about making the job more efficient for the business owner. So you can get the information and details faster. So you're compounding the amount of information faster, which allows you to do what with your time? Compound more time to do the things that you really like to do, with who you want to do it with, whenever you want to do it. See, if I can make more money in less time, I'm not necessarily a slave to the just over broke. Am I making sense to you guys? Oh my gosh. Some people may have a struggle with understanding, what does this got to do with financial wealth and all this stuff? It has a lot to do with it. Because if I can compound time over time and I can get to the sauce, if I can figure out how to do my job in 6 minutes that used to take me 10 to 13 hours, and I get paid the same or more for accelerated speed, yo, this conversation is about elevating your revenue potential. That's what I'm giving you. By operating it in your daily practice, if I can just take 3 to 5 items a day and get it done 2 hours faster, 3 hours faster. We used to say, if you got someone cutting your grass and you make $100 an hour, pay somebody for a $10 an hour job. So there's people all over America who work, make more money, and have someone cut their grass. But if we reprogram this human machine, our brain, we are human machines. And we start to think about, wait a minute. If I could get my 8-hour job done in 30 minutes, I just got back 7.5 hours of my day. What would I do with the time? It's my hope that that's more time for you to spend time with your family, friends, create relationships. But at the same time, you didn't take away from your revenue. or your income goals. You got the job done in 7.5 hours. A 7.5 hour day you got back. Well, if I could do that same job 13 more times using the power of artificial intelligence, not only did I save time, I've increased my revenue by 12x. That means I got more money to put into our financial systems to build our legacy. And we all know that our money needs more what? Time. The longer that money sits, the more time it sits, even if it's just 7 hours, it's valuable to your overall plan. Let me know. Is this resonating with you? Let me say hello to to everybody that's in the comments right now. Hey, Lila, how are you? I see you. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Sam, my God, thank you so much. Hi, Sandy. I see you. Let's talk about an offer. I want you, if you're listening, I want you to offer a simple daily gratitude ritual. And I want you to just list 3 things that you're thankful for before you go to bed. And I want you to do it for the next 30 days. And mark on your calendar when you do it. 3 things that you're thankful for before you go to bed. And if you're online right now, I would love to know. Put it in the comments. Put it in the comments and in the chat. If you already know 3 things you're grateful for, put them in there. Let me know. Let the world know what you're grateful for. Because there's a ripple effect. This is our 3rd thing. Our ripple effect and how others are going to respond to it is amazing. Go ahead, step out and try what I'm telling you. Because if what I said has got an inch of truth to it, see how it works. See how you feel. See how you can make someone else feel. Share some, examples of how people react when they feel genuinely appreciated. I want you to share that with the team. Come back and tell us about it. We want to know. Because when genuine appreciation comes my way, I can't help but start thinking, I got to do better in giving back. I also want to talk to you about how gratitude, it strengthens your professional networks and your personal brand. Why? Because people who do business with you in your professional setting will understand that you're taking a moment to show how valuable they are to your professional practice, to your professional brand. You're not just walking past people. You're not just giving them a moment of your time or shaking their hands and kissing babies. We are really all about showing gratitude. So I'm going to invite you to do a few things. I want you to reflect on a time that you felt truly seen or valued. And do me a favor, put that in the chat. Put it in the comments. Share it with our group. Share it with our group. All right? Thank you, Sam. I see you, buddy. Hey, you ain't scared to put it out there. your health, family, friends. These are three things that you're definitely thinking about. Hey, thank you, Leela. You're so welcome. Because when we start to do this and we start really paying attention, we're really turning gratitude into action. And some of the beauty behind turning gratitude into action, when you start thinking, hey, you know what? If I could do one or two things differently in my day, yeah, I can multiply myself 12 times in a day. If I can increase my positivity and energy 25% every single day, how would that make you feel? So I got a challenge for you, to everyone watching and listening to my message. Here's the challenge. This is a turning gratitude into action challenge. I challenge you to send one thank you message today. Just one. Send one thank you message today. And if you're an overachiever, send 10. And I don't just mean say thank you. I mean, really say thank you and tell them why. Because most people don't know why. Hey, I just want to take a moment to tell you how special your support, your wishes, you and your family are to me. And I want to say thank you. Have that discussion. Because really what we're trying to do is build leadership and parenting and partnerships. We need to start having positive energy and positive conversations that are going to move us forward, push the needle forward, because right now we are a simple people that's being pushed backwards and it's not comfortable. Why? Because we're in a world right now that's just not showing a lot of gratitude to people. It's not showing gratitude to people's choices. We're not showing gratitude to people's freedom of speech. We're not showing gratitude to people's decision of who they want to love, or showing gratitude to people's decision to carry or not carry. Very soon, what's going to be at risk is how gratitude builds trust and legacy. If that opportunity is taken from you, that's a disruption to your personal legacy strategy. And I think that's when it's gone too far. We can't allow it to get to that point. So here's what I'm saying. Let me bring it back a little bit better. If you're just over broke and you're going to work, you're not having enough time because you got to work more hours because the cost of resources have gone up. It's skyrocketed. The eggs have gone up. The rent has gone up. The gas prices have gone up. It puts you in a 25% less favorable mood. If you're in a 25% less favorable mood every single day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, you're probably going to make a decision that's not in your best interest. You're probably going to say a few things that are off kilter for you. You're probably going to say some things or make people feel a way that you will never be able to recover from. See, this level of manipulation is something that we got to think about. And all I'm saying here is show gratitude. Because it helps build legacies in just the opposite way that I just described. Because if my vibration is 25% higher, I'm happier, I'm healthier. If the healthier I am, the less medication I got to use. The longer lifespan I potentially have to live. The more productive I am at work. It allows me to figure out how to scale my business, how to manipulate time without disrupting the quality of my product or service, but getting it back into the marketplace in an efficient amount of time for an increased amount of value. Hopefully, I'm speaking your language because all of this stuff matters. All of it matters. See, when I return, I'm going to take a small little break and I'm going to come right back. And we're going to talk about our reflection quiz. And I want to give you a quiz that helps us to reflect on gratitude and why it's important. So stick around. Questions are coming up next. Gratitude check-in coming up next. And I'll see you in just a second. Hey, join our Lifestyle Focused Wealth community. Membership starting at $16 a month when you pay the annual subscription. So register online today at www.lifestylefocusedwealth.com. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Ronco Johnson, your Lifestyle Focused Wealth Coach. Thank you guys for joining When the Lights Go Out. Are you ready? This is Lifestyle Focus Friday. And yes, we've come to near the end of our podcast today. I'm going to ask you a few questions. Just a couple. And I need you to respond. If you're here, I need you to respond as quickly as possible. When was the last time you expressed gratitude, not attitude, but gratitude without expecting anything in return? I want to know. I want to know. I'm going to take a second and let you just kind of think about what I just said. And I want you to respond. I do. I want you to respond. Okay? Somebody in the chat is telling me that they need me to repeat the question. Okay. All right. So here we go. The question is, and I'm sorry, I'm just trying to read everybody's information as they're coming in. Yeah, I love how you guys are speaking to me. I got 3 or 4 different screens in front of me at the same time. So here goes the question. What was the last time you expressed gratitude without expecting anything in return? Think about that. Because my birthday, the reason why I do it for 30 days is because it reminds me that every single day you should be celebrating. See, if you were on your deathbed and you had 5 minutes, you might not get another birthday to appreciate. You might not get another 10 minutes. So if you were living your life the way I think about mine, 5 minutes at a time. So in other words, you asked me what I'm doing 2 hours from now. That's the plan that I got on my calendar and my schedule. I got many of plans, but we really don't know the next 10 minutes. Because when the lights go out, are you ready? Therefore, you need to prepare. And if you're not prepared, you should already be prepared. You should already be prepared so you don't have to get ready being prepared. Because the last unwavering thought in my mind of expressing gratitude will be the day that I'm no longer here. And what I leave behind for the ones that I loved, the ones that I've supported. And at that time, there won't be any room for me asking anything in return. It will just be my life's appreciation for those people who have provided substance to my life. I need you to think about that a little differently, a little deeper. Take a second. Deeper. You're capable. Here's the second question. Who in your life deserves a thank you today? Not tomorrow, today. Who in your life deserves a thank you today? I think that's a key question. Take a moment, see if you can answer that question. And do me a favor, put it in the chats. I want to know who in your life deserves a thank you today. And if you're so kind to share with us, I will be so grateful. Our listeners will be so grateful. And it means the awful lot to us. So I want to invite you to share these answers on our social media. You can find me at roncojohnson.com or at Ronco Johnson on all social media. And don't forget, you can put the hashtag too, Lifestyle Focus Well. Because that will be your way of showing gratitude to the information that we're sharing right now. My challenge to you as we wrap up for today's conversation is just take a moment to think about things a little bit more deeply today. As I've done over the last 48 hours or so, I realize that every relationship that I've ever met, that I hold more value to it than most people can imagine. But I don't know that I've ever taken the time to make sure every single last one of them understand how valuable they are to me. And that's a lot of people. Whether I've touched you one time or I've been around you multiple times, you add value. And guess what? I've decided in my life I only want to be around people who add value. Therefore, if you're around me and that you know me, that's exactly what you are to me, valuable. And I want to show you the utmost gratitude because you have been part of my lifestyle and the change in my life. And I just want to take a moment to say thank you. Hey, this is my time today. I'm Ronco Johnson, your lifestyle-focused wealth coach. I hope you have been taken away from, I hope you have some good takeaways for today. And I want to say just thank you again for being a part of our family. And without you, we're nothing. We're nothing. So I want to invite you to continue to check in on us, subscribe. If you want more of these wealth tips that we provide, tell someone, share it with them at Ronco Johnson. And hopefully we'll see you next week. That's the plan. But in the next 5 minutes, if I don't see you again, thank you for spending this time and this moment with me. Hey, I'm Ronco Johnson, your lifestyle focused wealth coach. I'll see you next time. Be well, be blessed, and be significant in someone else's life. See you next week.